Alright fellas, that last video landed me in a little bit of legal strife, so for this video we're going to need an easygoing topic that won't offend or piss off anybody. Shitty fan bases. With so many media products finding mainstream popularity in the modern day, fandoms begin to develop around these properties. These are usually nice, positive communities where fans can share ideas and discuss aspects of the shows, movies, or games they love. However, some communities breed so much cancerous hatred and copious amounts of cringe that it makes me freaking angry. So here's a comprehensive Camroon list of the worst fan bases of all time, right? Because this show has a slight reference to existentialism or chemistry in each episode, everybody who watches the show thinks they have an IQ larger than Logan Paul's fucking nipples, even though the show's humour is really no deeper than an annoying orange gaming video. Rick and Morty has definitely spawned more cringy TikToks and musicallys than any other show of its time. I won't go too in depth on this as it's been done to death, but take a little look and tell me what you think.
Carl! What on earth was all that?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You sunk an entire cruise ship, Carl!
Are you sure that was me? I would think I would remember something like that.
Carl, I watched you fire a harpoon into the captain's face!
That sounds dangerous.
You were headbutting children off the side of the ship!
Some episodes of the newest season were helmed by a couple female writers, Jane Becker and Jessica Gao. When fans weren't happy with the Mad Max episode, they harassed the fuck out of them on Twitter with death threats and even doxed them. Imagine threatening the life of a woman online because you only gave Pickle Rick 4 laugh till cry emojis rather than your usual 5. Also, the whole Szechuan sauce debacle is one of the fucking worst, most disappointing things I've seen in my entire life. And yes, I have seen ninjas swear.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
The fact that people would line up and riot over a fucking McNugget sauce makes me want to delete Brick and Mortar from existence. Genuinely so much respect to anyone who can go out in public wearing fucking Rick and Morty merch just because of all the cancerous connotations that the show carries now. Truth be told, I haven't seen anybody above the age of 12 wearing a Pickle Rick shirt in many moons.
What?
You're letting him kill Martha.
If you like DC, kill yourself. At birth, every fucking DC fan is forced to swear an oath against Marvel movies, in which they must respond to any Marvel fan saying, "Marvel movies are too funny." Every time I talk to a DC fan, they say, "Why would you want to see a lighthearted superhero movie? I'm clinically depressed." If you like these movies, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Each one has shitty characters, shitty writing, fucked up CGI, and the color palette of your grandma's diarrhea. Literally, the entire DC franchise is being held up by the Batman character as fans pray that the shitty studio will produce something that's even able to hold a candle to the Dark Knight trilogy. But anyone who identifies as a DC fan must have a very low IQ to find joy in any of those films. Star Wars fans are like Rick and Morty fans, but on a much more strict diet of autism. Earlier this year, Kelly Marie Tran removed all her social medias because of constant harassment received from Star Warriors who didn't like her character. Not liking a writer's choices is understandable, as they actually have an effect on the character's actions, but online bullying a fucking actress who literally does nothing more than portray the character is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I hate her fucking character more than anything too, but you don't see me threatening to slit her throat on Reddit. Like, if you're gonna bully someone, bully the director, I'll wait. No Star Wars fan is ever satisfied and always has a bone to pick with some element of every film in the series. I'm convinced every Star Wars fan fucking hates the movies but just wants to be part of the community for some reason. Each movie is either too similar or too different to the others. I feel bad for any Star Wars director because there's literally no winning against a massive wave of AIDS. A lot of this hatred was sparked after Kathleen Kennedy was made the Governor General of Star Wars. I don't know what it is about female leaders that makes fanboy dick shrivel up, but there's something fucky about it. Holy fucking shit, boys, we got a fucking guest speaker here today. Let's give it up for DirKoin.
From people who think they are better than you to people who want you to do better. And no, I'm not talking about my parents who at age way too old are still saying that I should find a girlfriend and not just dating my anime girlfriend. But as right or wrong as they may be, this segment is not dedicated to them. No, this segment is dedicated to all the pro gamers who are screaming at their fucking screens telling me that I should be a better player. Now there are a few things that I find very frustrating with this. 1. The way one plays the game is entirely up to them. And sure, when you are in a team game, there should be a slight bit of competence from your teammates. But when all you do is scream and curse that I should do better in a video game, then I think you are crossing a line. This behavior is mostly known in video games that have a competitive scene. Say League of Legends, say Call of Duty. People who want to become esports professionals but are still playing at the lowest tiers. People being way too aggressive with their video games is not a new concept to many of you. But again, there's a difference between me cursing at someone online for doing some cheap tricks than you cursing at your teammate who like dies once and you're like, well, you're feeding them, you fucking asshole! Despite if I'm playing online or offline, I just try to have as much fun as possible. And when I'm playing offline, sure, I can have the fun. But when I play online and I just make one tiny bit of mistake, and it's all
This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking nigger.
Now, I personally do find anime to be very, very, very cringe, and I hate it with every morsel of my body. However, I want to go a level deeper here and make things a little more specific. If you were a person on Facebook with an anime profile picture, literally fuck off and do not ever voice your opinion. The anime profile picture is like a curse that instantly discredits any opinion or statement you've ever made or ever will make. Fuck off.
Back to it.
The fact that this show still holds any kind of fan base is very shocking to me, as the show has kind of been on a steady decline of quality since the first season. Again, fans took to Twitter to attack this lady because they didn't like a character on the show. Seeing this incident repeat itself so many times just makes me wonder, if you don't like a character on the show, why do you watch the fucking show? I swear each one of these communities has such gross levels of toxicity, like it's fucking zombie show. You calm yourself. Secret message alert. If you're noticing a trend within a couple of these AIDS fan bases, it's because there is one. And it's a little secret lesson I'm trying to teach through this 30 view YouTube video. I don't mean to sound like a social justice warrior here, but there's been a really off-putting amount of threats and hatred being sent to actresses portraying characters on social media. And not just women either. I'm pretty sure that Black Mirror kid's gonna kill himself too. I'll never understand why people would rather choose to cry about something on Twitter and dish out threats rather than just not watch the fucking product that's upsetting you so much. Maybe instead of directing hatred and death threats to actresses whose characters you don't like, you should do something more productive and happy with your time. But fuck you, Amy Schumer, you bitch.